I'm gonna have to just go to the travel guide and find it there. 3 hours and 50 minutes in. Let's go. We haven't talked to our mans in a while. Hello, YouTube, YouTube, YouTube. Hello, YouTube. All that good shit. Okay, what's up, Clockie? I like how it's with a question mark. That was just a minor business dispute. I'm sorry you had to see it. My name is Pissy, the producer for the Clockie franchise. Welcome to the Clock Studios theme park. Why are you dressed like that, bro? This is fun, isn't it? TikTok? Do I look like the cartoon star of Penacony Clockie? All our cast members are dressing up as the characters in Clockie for the recent reopening of the theme park. We want to look more approachable while interacting with the audience. By the way, please don't mind what the lady said just now. We're just having a minor budget issue. Clock Studios will never go under that easily, I think. What kind of issue? Well, as you know, Clock Studios was established by the mysterious watchmaker. The tycoon has been at the helm of the company's development behind the scenes. Clockie only gets to see the success today thanks to its business acumen and wild imagination. Yet we lost touch with him a while back, and the company's been a rudderless drift since then. We keep losing ground in the market competition as a result. What's the family after? Their representative made us out an offer to buy the copyright to Clockie, claiming they were trying to save the company. That's just baloney. There's no point in keeping Clock Studios if it means losing Clockie. Is there a solution to fix this? There is. We've been preparing a film series to commemorate the 500th anniversary, holy shitty old, of Clockie called Dreamjoy Memoir. It's a much anticipated piece that is a collection of all Clockie stories over the past 5 centuries. If we get to release the series, I believe we can turn the tide with the box office earnings and fund the refurbishment of the theme park. Oh. The thing is, the film reels off the series were severely damaged in the earlier accident. Despite our best efforts to repair them, we can only salvage some fragmented scenes, mixed with scrap storylines. We have to re-edit it. Alas, who would have seen the watchmaker's disappearance coming? He's the director of the film, and every crew member knows that Clockie's story is inspired by his experiences. However, none of us know how much his background, nor do we take on the director's role without authorization. Knows much about his background, my bad. For Clockie's future, please keep us posted. If you know anything about the watchmaker's whereabouts or someone who's familiar with his story. I am. Really? Now isn't the time to joke around. I'm telling the truth. Well, it's not that I find you untrustworthy, but there are simply too many things that are untrue in the dream world. I'm appreciative if you could show me some proof. Here, invitation letter from the watchmaker. I see you're Mr. Watchmaker's guest. Please forgive my rudeness. Still, it only proves that Mr. Watchmaker invited you here. It doesn't mean you know him well. How about his hat? This is his hat! Yeah, I told you. How about his hat? Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is it. He was wearing this hat. When I met him, I heard it's something very important to him, but now it's in your hands? I understand, dude. Yes, you may be the only one who can save the Dreamjoy Memoir movie series now. Please follow me to the theater. I'll show you the work Mr. Watchmaker left behind. Seeing that this is your first time doing any editing, I'm gonna guide you through the basics. Are you ready? Oh, this sounds fun. Oh shit. TikTok. TikTok! The watchmaker left behind a lot of raw story snippets that need to be edited before they can be released. Come on, let's practice our editing skills in the chronometer. Chronicles film first. This is fun.
Tick-tock, every Dream Joy Memoirs film contains multiple chapters. You will see the completed film snippets at the start of the chapter. Go and take a look.
3 acts in total. Chapter 1. The story we're about to tell happened a long, long time ago. Clockie from back then wasn't some Dreamville superstar, but lived on a ship named the Compass. This is so Mickey Mouse. Steamboat Willie.
Yeah.
Tick-tock, I'm Clockie, the most awesome crew member on the Compass. Our ship's been to plenty of places and encountered plenty of danger, but we also made plenty of friends. This voyage has been the most fun ever. Across this vast sea, there are many wondrous new lands. It's our crew's goal to explore the rest of the uncharted world. Let me tell you about our adventures. The flooded Watch City, the ever-spinning Screw Kingdom, the Gold Sand Town beneath the Aurora. Which would you like to listen to first? Hold it, Tick-tock. The navigators Master Hat and Armchair Boy are calling for us. Our ship's about to set off. Instead of just hearing my tales, why not experience it for yourself? Get on board and live the adventure with the Compass. The Compass is setting off once more. I wonder what interesting wonders you'll encounter with Clockie.
Okay, enough of the talking. Okay. Sorry, that kills the voice. So we can go through different emotions by rolling a dice. Okay, I'm starting to get it. So there's no wrong or right way to do this. You make your own story by adding different emotions. So right now it starts with the beginning of the story, right? The Compass arrives at a small town ravaged by a vicious snowstorm where a strong gust blows away Master Hat's hat. Clockie sets off into the blizzard. So I can either make this one more important or make this one more important. The Compass arrives at a gloomy town shrouded in darkness. Somehow the sun is getting dimmer and dimmer, making the townsfolk growl. You start at 8 thrilling. If you go down to 5, you can go to dramatic, but if you go down to 5 in good spirits, you can go comedic. So this will be always comedic, and this is more dramatic, right? Mm-hmm. And depending on where you put your dice, you can switch it. So if I put 6 here, that makes it much more happier, right? Mm-hmm. But if I put a 1, now it'll make it more sad. So if I put a 6 and then a 1, this won't happen as much. Okay. However, if I switch it around, oops. Now this will happen more.
I get it.
I want it to be happy, so we're gonna go with the happier one. This is lit. Okay. You can just mess around with the numbers and get all kinds of different stories. And then they'll tell you what they think about it. Story dice. TikTok, we're about to enter the next stage of story editing, but the story dicing. The bomb heads were ignited by the sun's embers. Okay, wait, what was it before? To reignite the sun over the gloomy town, Master Hat drags the brim of his hat and flies off into the sky, leading the remaining bomb heads up into the dark skies. The bomb heads were ignited by the sun's embers, and their explosions ignited the extinguished sun. Light and heat returned to the land, but Master Hat will not be returning to the compass ever again. And then we go into a new one. This is really fun. So you can just kind of make up like different scenarios for Clockie. Like you're kind of making Mickey Mouse episodes, but Clockie is Mickey Mouse. That's actually really fun. This is a lit event. If you haven't, go play it. It's fucking nice. So they're saying that he got like hit in an accident. He actually cares about his townsfolk. Sorry. He even taught me all he knew about navigation. I really miss him. So a friend of his left the compass and he doesn't want to leave the compass. He's asking us if he has to leave the compass. I really hope that day never comes. I haven't gotten tired of this vast seas yet. Let's go continue on our adventure to seek out even more new lands together. Armed with nothing but his curiosity and a minor hesitation in his Clockie cogs, Clockie follows the compass on yet another voyage. What dangers will he encounter on this journey? Will he find a place where he can plant his roots? Okay. Blue represents story snippets. When increasing one type of audience emotion, they also decrease another type of emotion. So we're getting some stuff that will mix it up a lot more. The compass visits the Mirror Kingdom, which does not welcome outsiders. The crew stopped outside the palace, and they are helpless with no choice but for Clockie to help them come up with a way out. Clockie discovers that the royal mirrors here have the same big round head as he. He pretends to be one of the mirrors with a heavily painted face and is sent to the Imperial Palace to embark on his own adventure. Now what if we do the other one? Okay, that's the same one. Let's do that. Clockie often regaled Mirror Princess with Clockie often regaled Mirror Princess. Fuck. It messed me up because it scrolled down and then it went back up to the top. Okay, Clockie often regaled Mirror Princess with tales of his adventures, and she begins to long for a life at sea. Clockie also misses those Halicon days of travel. Green represents continuous story snippets, and you need to invest enough time to gain emotions. Huh, okay. So if you have enough of that stat, then you get these other storylines that add to the current storyline you're making. So you can unlock certain storylines by just making good storylines. That's actually really cool. This is a fucking awesome event. Good job, Polyverse. Clockie sneaks back to the compass, but he's still thinking about Mirror Princess. Oh, you dog. It would be great if she could board the compass, too. He has yet to realize that Mirror Princess has already appeared on the boat. The crew accepts the Mirror Princess and hosts a grand celebration for her. The princess uses her knowledge of the mirror world to draw nautical charts that can help the compass to travel even farther offshore. And now, since we meet this condition, to catch Mirror Princess, King Frame sends a large number of troops to hunt down the compass. But they have never sailed in the deep blue ocean and instead tumbled to the bottom of the sea, one after another. The crew of the Compass puts aside any past grievance to rescue the drowning Mirror soldiers, who have no choice but to release Mirror Princess. We're making a good episode. Oh, we're getting 3 now. The Compass arrives at the border village, where everything seems disorderly. The villagers inform the crew about a bad guy called Captain Revolver who lives here. Captain Revolver? What? And who wants to try and hurt the kind Chief Lizard, not Chief Lizard, by burning down the village. In a battle, Captain Revolver tells Clockie a secret that actually it's Chief Lizard who is the bad guy. He wants to use the fire to back the villagers into a corner and sell off all the homelands to crocodile traders. Captain Revolver and Clockie are driven out of the border town, misunderstood by his colleague. Captain Revolver is very sad, but the crew of the Compass accepts him. Clockie invites him to be a guard aboard the boat. Wow. That was a lot. To help those borderline villagers, Mirror Princess and Clockie decide to find this villain who calls himself Captain Revolver and vie to take him down. Clockie and his chums reveal Chief Lizard's plot, but the villagers somehow don't seem to think that working for crocodile traders is that bad. Instead, they seem to support Chief Lizard. Captain Revolver promises to join the Compass. He strikes up friendships with the other crewmates and keeps the Compass safe. So in the end, we got the bad guy to join us. Clockie soon becomes best mates with Mirror Princess and Captain Revolver. Their sharp wits solve all kinds of problems for her. For the Compass, while their whimsical natures also cause all kinds of problems. They help the Compass find hidden treasure inside a tomb and spend all their hard-earned savings on a trip to the zoo. They help the crew defend against bombhead raids and flood the Compass's repository, but a bunch of pranksters. A letter arrives at the Compass. The crocodile traders are inviting the Compass to come and discover the town's secrets over at Nightmareville. Because of the previous depths, the Compass has to take on this assignment. As Clockie starts helping Mirror Princess gather information in a rush, he discovers that it is actually a prison there. Man, they love my film. I'm doing good film. The night before arriving in Nightmareville, Clockie has a strange dream about a sea of fire, a swathe of darkness, a vast wasteland, and a glorious paradise. In a very, very long dream that doesn't stop until Clockie's dial has made 1,111 turns. Wow, that's a lot of turns. Now the ending. After the feast, everyone is deep in sleep. Only Clockie remains awake. He gazes at the faraway Nightmareville from the deck, eagerly anticipating the next adventure. Talk, this whole trip has been super fun. We gained plenty of new friends on board, like the clever Mirror Princess and the formidable Captain Revolver. But more and more crew members are leaving the Compass. Each time we embark on new lands, a bunch of friends will be alight. Tick-tock, why do you think they're abandoning their journey? Have they grown weary of it? Have they found another journey beyond the Great Sea? Tick-tock, is that the legendary Nightmareville? Armchair Boy said this place is fraught with unknown dangers. But don't be afraid, with me and my comrades around, it'll definitely turn around fine. Sleep tight, friend, we're going to begin our grand adventure tomorrow. Tonight, Clockie has a dream, a very, very long dream, even longer than any of his voyages. The Compass is about to dock at Nightmareville. What challenges will Clockie encounter here? Will he and his comrades save the day? And will Clockie's voyage continue? Stay tuned to the Clockie commemorative film Dream Joy Memoir Part 2, Dream Scare Crusade. That is a title. Whoa, that is a lot of words. So now we got 20% of the classic ending. We just got film reel for extra stories, which are about the supporting characters. Head to the theme park. I'm surprised you mastered the production techniques of Dreamscape animation so quickly. Your editing style, performance, and plot arrangement are just like Mr. Watchmaker's. You've done a terrific job. Dear guest, I mean director, I'd like to sincerely invite you on behalf of Clock Studios to join the production team of the Dreamjoy Memoir animation. I didn't say I wanted the job. Please do us the favor. The film series means a lot to Mr. Watchmaker. We can't allow it in the theme park to go into oblivion in this dreamscape. The other film reels of the Dreamjoy Memoir series will also be restored one by one. Once the editing is completed, they are ready to be released. By the way, during the editing work just now, you should have received an extra story reel, no? This is the material used to shoot extra stories. You can find animators to complete the extra story. Those animation-obsessed artists are all wearing various characters as headwear. You should be able to identify them immediately. Filming extra stories for characters is a glorious tradition that Clock Studios has continued to do to this very present. The characters who didn't get to fully be shaped in the main flick can showcase their uniqueness in extra stories and gain more popularity. Do you have time now? Let me explain the details. Sure. Whoa! Creating Dreamjoy Memoir extras is the duty of other animators, but they'll definitely need help. The obtained film reels can unlock the production plan for Brother Hanu's extras. Oh, okay. Prince asked me to find you and make the extra stories. I'm not ready yet. Drop the act already. Quit it. Director, it's not that I look down on this job, it's just that there are a few things about the Brother Hanu story that still bug me. Tell me, what kind of person is Brother Hanu, exactly? Even people who know nothing about the history should have heard of who Brother Hanu was modeled after. Rebel, the one who liberated Penacony. He was the one who broke the IPC's hold over the prison and named it Penacony. Yet Penacony has never seemed to thank this hero, and I don't recall ever seeing the statue or hearing his theme song in the dreams. Hey, don't make fun of me, that ain't cool. But if you want to tell a tale about Brother Hanu, you have to understand a little more about his mysterious character. I spent a long time gathering up info to find out what kind of person Hanu actually was, but somehow turned up 3 different stories. What were they? The first story I found was from a Penacony Grand Museum, where an information board claimed Hanu was a merciless criminal who had committed a flurry of serious felonies. He waged war in the Montar system prior to his imprisonment that cost millions of innocent lives, and despite freeing Penacony using brutal means, it was those same brutal means that turned Penacony into a nightmare. The executed corpses piled up high as mountains under his cruel regime, with war and disaster ravaging the world. Lots of material in the museum recounted horrors of the time, and there's probably no reason for the family to have faked any of it. What was the second one? The second story I heard was from a history professor at Paperfold Academy who told me Hanu was a righteous and selfless hero. According to this professor, Hanu was set up and wrongfully imprisoned. He was a kind and courageous Warbeck werewolf who could not bear to see his fellow inmates suffering, and so he led them in an uprising against the tyranny of the IPC. After winning the battle, he chose to see power as the biggest hero and established a system of different lineages. He defended the world's freedom as the leader of the Hounds, and fought for Penacony in the barren dreamscape right up until the eve of his death. What about the third one? As for the third story, it might sound a little outrageous, but it's some unofficial history that I read about in the Primal Waking library. Hanu was just an ordinary Azdana wild wolf. As the frontier prison, suppression of inmates had reached its zenith. However, nobody dared to fire the first shot, until an out-of-control wild wolf stormed into the prison and bit an IPC guard, triggering mutiny among the inmates. Following independence, the prisoners used this wolf to build up the hero of Penacony's independence, Hanu, but he never actually existed. He was just a romantic legend. Which of these three prototypes, criminal, hero, or wolf, do you think was the real Hanu? Think carefully about it. I'll write a Brother Hanu story based on your answer. Could he have been a wolf? Is that really who Hanu could have been? I think he would have been a wolf.
Maybe.
Got it. Brother Hanu is a fabrication representing a beautiful hope. Alright then. I'll write this Brother Hanu extra story based on the idea you picked. The Hanu animator starts scribbling down an extra story about Brother Hanu. It's done. I'll leave the script in your good hands. Then, director, keep exploring for more Brother Hanu stories inside Dream Jordan Memoir. The animator begins to promote the extra story of Dream Jordan Memoir in which you are involved, attracting the attention of tourists. So if we go there now. Oh, we got rewards. 100. 60. We got one pull already. Light cone rewards. Increases the wearer's attack by 16%. After the wearer uses their ultimate, increases their damage dealt by 18%.
Damn.
We got it. The animator is usually known for his arrogance, so we're going to need you to help him come up with some ideas. We're really sorry about that. That's alright. The director sure is considerate. The repeating that's to follow is still editing the movie. The refurbishment fund of the theme park, the fate of Clock Studios, Mr. Watchmaker's expectation, and the future of Clockie, they're all in your hands, director. So we're a director. Wait, Clockie paycheck? Oh shit. You get even more rewards from that. Okay. This is a fucking lit event. I'm gonna have so much fun with this. It's good rewards too. Clockie and the Compass arrive at Nightmareville, a town overrun by alligators, only to find it's in utter chaos. Clockie and the crew decided to investigate the situation. Honk honk, the horn wails as the Compass docks in Nightmareville. Tick-tock, this is Nightmareville? The town is really deserted, truly nightmarish, like its namesake. Tick-tock, listen, some strange noise came from one of the streets ahead. Let's take a look. What secrets lie hidden within this gloomy and creepy Nightmareville? Let us follow in Clockie's footsteps and tread along this adventure. The crew steps out into the streets of Nightmareville. Tick-tock, what on earth is going on here? Clockie's curiosity drives him. Clockie and the crew come across an intoxicated soda bottle. Who wants to give the crew the bubbly potion? Clockie doesn't want to drink Mr. Soda's soda, but the crew buys quite a few bottles. It's hard to refuse a bottle of soda that itself is selling soda. That's the power of image marketing. So we found a soda bottle that sells soda.
Damn.
Is he selling, like, is that like human flesh? Is he a cannibal?
Is he a prostitute? Selling himself.
He's selling himself. Clockie and the crew find an abandoned mine stacked with sparkling gems. Clockie doesn't care about this crew telling him not to do this and instead takes many gems. Tick-tock. You don't really think about whose stuff you're taking when you usually open up chests, do you? One cool dude named Brother Hanu stumbles across the crew inside the mine. Faced with these strangers, he makes his totally cool grunting sound before lifting up his rocket launcher without a second's hesitation. Clockie chooses to beg for mercy, but Brother Hanu arrests everyone. Tick-tock, we're just dancing to the jailhouse clock. Mr. Soda appeared once again before Clockie and is seemingly a friend of Brother Hanu. He sought to resolve this conflict between Brother Hanu and the crew, earnestly advising Brother Hanu to stop. With Brother Hanu's permission, Mr. Soda tells the story of Nightmareville to the crew, who all listen attentively. Let's change it up. Brother Hanu ignored Mr. Soda's advice and brushed them aside. I'll show my skills in the extras. Brother Hanu heeded Mr. Soda's advice and temporarily set aside his hostility. He let out an unwilling, Only after hearing this story does Clockie come to really admire courageous Brother Hanu. Tick-tock, you're brave. As the crew is talking with Brother Hanu, many crocodiles storm their way out with a massive crocodile leading all of them. Brother Hanu takes the wrap of Boss Stone. Brother Hanu leads everyone to hack their way out of encirclement and a bloody battle is fought. After barely escaping death, everyone is gripped in a lingering fear. Mir, Princess, was seriously injured during the battle against the crocodiles and her mirror has been covered in scratches. She falls into a deep sleep and her life hangs in the balance still. Without saying a word, Brother Hanu finds some herbal medicine and manages to heal the princess' injuries. Just don't ask how herbal medicine can repair a mirror. Just don't ask. Faced with combat, Brother Hanu lets out a nervous to make everyone start to feel uneasy. It failed? Why did it fail? Let's try again. Let's see where we messed up. We did it. Okay. Clockie and Brother Hanu temporarily defeat Boss Stone, but if the crocodiles don't leave, Nightmareville will always remain locked in the nightmares. Good-hearted Clockie and his crew would never turn a blind eye to this. They decided to help Brother Hanu and the townsfolk take back their happiness. The crocodile enemy. After an arduous battle, the crew and the townsfolk emerged victorious, fending off the vile Boss Stone. But Brother Hanu tells Clockie that Boss Stone still has many lackeys and will soon make a comeback. Tick-tock! So that crocodile trader was scamming us. No riots are going on here. It's because the townsfolk had enough and started revolting. The crocodile baddies are about to run out of luck though. The compass crew will never sit idly by against ruffians that oppress the innocent. Tick-tock. Before the next voyage begins, we must rid the town of the crocodiles and allow its residents to return to their peaceful lives. Let's go, friend. Let us team up with Brother Hanu to defeat Boss Stone. The Compass crew elects to help Brother Hanu. Clockie also rushes into the fray, his dial brimming with justice and compassion. But this isn't just some playground tumble. It's an actual war, a war that is far more brutal than Clockie can imagine. Boss Stone is far more powerful than the townsfolk force that Brother Hanu leads. If they want any hope of defeating Boss Stone, the entire population of Nightmareville is going to have to team up. Good-hearted Clockie and his crew would never turn a blind eye to this. They decided to help Brother Hanu, and the townsfolk take back their happiness. Brother Hanu and Clockie come across Sister Wildflower, who is currently being hunted by Lieutenant Chitters. If you want my help, hurry up and save me. Brother Hanu effortlessly rescues Sister Wildflower, who gives Brother Hanu a flower. TikTok, here's the gossip. Hanu was totally blushing. Dude, Hanu likes Wildflower? Confirmed? Clockie comes across Crybaby, who also happens to be one of the townsfolk captured by Boss Stone. Sob, if you want my help, then you're gonna have to tell me a sob story. Clockie tells the story of his own life. That's not sad enough, but don't worry, I'm sure you'll be much sadder soon enough. Clockie meets shopkeeper Leaf, who used to be one of Boss Stone's lackeys. If you want my help, tell me what's in it for me. Clockie takes out some of the many treasures. No. Let's switch it around. Clockie tells the story of Master Hat. That's a real tearjerker. I hope you'll be even sadder in the future. Clockie takes out a piece of treasure from the compass, and this covetous one instantly joins the squad. TikTok, shouldn't we sign a service contract first? So I see what you gotta do. You gotta match thrilling, dramatic, and comedic, and you gotta make sure each of these are in the green. Now, if you can't make all of them go green, you gotta like mess with it until all of them or most of them are green to keep winning.
It makes sense.
Seeing Brother Hanu's squad gradually grow, Boss Stone starts to become worried. He decides to launch an ambush on Brother Hanu's panic room. Striking while they're unprepared, Boss Stone launches an ambush. Many townsfolk are gobbled up by the crocodiles. Brother Hanu calls up his allies to defend against the surprise attack. The crowd joins forces to fight off Boss Stone and his attacks. TikTok, friendship. I forgot what comes next. Friendship. Despite the battle having been won, the number of casualties is tragic. To commemorate those townsfolk and crew who gave their lives, Brother Hanu hosts the funeral. This day, Brother Hanu gathers all of his mates, but doesn't say a thing. He just lets out a but everyone understands his intention. The day of the counterattack is soon upon them. The night before the battle, the crew and the townsfolk stage a grand party. This might be the start of a long and grand event or the final feast for everyone. We did it? Nice. Now we're gonna have 2 paths. So this is new. So if we finish the classic ending, we can get a special ending.
Oh, that's cool.
So different endings to it. So like, we're rewarded for making good stories. This is like a whole roleplay event. If you like making stories, if you like making commercials, or like the thought of animating a cartoon appeals to you, hop on Honkai right now, Honkai Starrail, and go and play the event. You're gonna love it. TikTok, this is where the story look at. Let's try it. I want to go and finish the normal ending. And then we'll try and do a special ending later. Incoming showdown. Oh shit, are we about to fight the crocodiles? Under Brother Hanu's leadership, Nightmareville once again defeats Boss Stone. But there is no elation of victory on the townsfolk and crew faces in this war. They have lost too many comrades. And the aloof and merciless Brother Hanu has decided to fight until the end. TikTok, the crocodiles have eaten so many of our friends, we may lose even more of them in the battles to come. But Brother Hanu is right, we must fight on. TikTok, for our dearly departed comrades, we must not rest our feet here. My friend, let's continue to fight for Nightmareville's happiness and for the Compass's glory. Savage war rages on. Clockie and Brother Hanu believe that their resilience will pay off. But for the other townsfolk, such hope is just too much to ask for. Brother Hanu keeps fighting, causing a rift among some of the townsfolk. Even his old mates who once rallied around him are now beginning to turn against him. Facing such a chaotic turn of events, some townsfolk choose to defy orders and become lackeys of Boss Stone. But Clockie trusts that his partner is right and is determined to help Brother Hanu defend the townsfolk? No. Get around to go with that. Brother Hanu feels very lost, but Clockie and his crew comfort him. TikTok, who cares if these TikToks don't like you? You are the OG TikTok. The OG TikTok. Oh, bro. He about the shit.
Damn.
Dude, are they aware of what they're doing here?
Yeah.
They are. Mr. Soda is still hanging around Brother Hanu and believes that Soulglad can one day pull in more profits than even Boss Stone. On this day, he leaves the house stone cold drunk and wants to sell shopkeeper to leave some of his soda. Somehow, Clockie seems to understand what he means. He lets out an exclamation, hoping to bring peace to the townsfolk. Brother Hanu's masked clowns are preparing many fireworks for their enemies and want to blow them all to smithereens. But while transporting the fireworks, a stray bullet lands in the middle of them. The flames from the fireworks display catch the enemy's attention. Nobody even hears him laughing anymore, and his mask becomes a turning cog of joy. Enough artillery lights up the stronghold, and Brother Hanu's underling crybaby condenses his tears into rainwater to douse the flames. To stop everyone in the town from being impacted by the tears, Crybaby dives into the river and disappears with the waters, leaving behind only one turning cog of depression. Clockie hears the bad news about his mates and is overwhelmed with grief. He knows that if Brother Hanu doesn't put an end to this ridiculous struggle, then more and more friends will become harmed. Clockie remembers the times he uses to spend with the masked clowns and crybabies. Raph rushes up onto his clock dial, twisting and spinning into a cog of rage. Tick-tock, kill, kill, kill.
Damn.
Clockie had enough. Clockie coming for blood, bruh.
Mm-hmm.
Brother Hanu catches a traitor in the military ranks whose intel only ends up betraying the masked clowns. Brother Hanu decides to spare his life thanks to the expiration of Clockie. Tick-tock, let him have his life. Our forces could use him. Clockie's rage gradually simmers down now that the traitor has been taken care of. He knows that his past mates wouldn't want to see him like this, perhaps. Clockie thinks about nothing at all and gradually calms down. The cog of calmness begins to spin. Tick-tock, I just got upgraded to a smartwatch. Oh? Shit, he got the glow up. The decisive battle looms imminent. While Brother Hanu's military is mighty, Boss Stone and the rebels cannot be underestimated. Clockie starts to think over his next steps to guarantee Brother Hanu isn't defeated. Clockie's hands are spinning around and around, but he still isn't able to think up a good idea. Tick-tock, don't worry, let's just do it. Just do it! Just do it! The The night before the decisive battle, Brother Anu has a strange dream. He witnesses a storm, a huge tree flourishing, a lofty skyscraper being built in the vast wasteland, and then a clock being buried underground before finally a song of tranquility. Brother Hanu wakes up. He sleeps in the same room as Clockie, and due to his loud ticking, Brother Hanu isn't able to remember the contents of his dream. You didn't like it? I thought it was cool. Fuck you guys. I'm going home. I did a lot of good work on that film. Let's try it again.
It's 420.
420, baby. Let's do this. What did I get wrong here? I just don't get it. Okay, pass this time. That was hard. Okay, finally Brother Hanu wins the war. He redraws the boundary lines of Nightmareville and pronounces that it is no longer territory under Boss Stone's control. Tick-tock. Dreamjoy descends. Oh, dude, he got knocked the fuck out. Brother Anu rallies the combined forces of Nightmareville and the Compass and finally topples Boss Stone. Houses are built over the debris of war, and the residents regain their own freedom. Nightmareville is renamed to Dreamville because nightmares will never blanket the place ever again. Slowly but surely, this town finds its own happiness, and the Compass must continue on its voyage. Tick-tock, what are you still doing here? The Compass is about to leave. Me? I told Armchair Boy that I'm not heading to the next stop. Tick-tock, I have to stay here. Brother Anu needs me, and so do the people. Of course, it doesn't mean that I've left the Compass. When Dreamville finally becomes a true dream, it'll return for sure. Tick-tock, the Mirror Princess and Captain Revolver will stay behind with me. Don't you say it too. Alright. If you're not getting on the ship, it probably means you can't bear to leave this place. Then I'll help you build Dreamville together. Just like it always has been, this journey has reduced the Compass's crew by a few heads again. A brave revolver, an erudite mirror, and a clever clock. Armchair Boy regularly reminisces about that brave revolver, that erudite mirror, and that clever clock. But he knows that they did not abandon the voyage. They simply found a new destination. No matter where the Compass crew is, the voyage will never cease. With Clockie and his companions staying behind in Dreamville, what challenges will he face next, and where will his voyage take him? Stay tuned. The Clockie commemorative film Dreamjoy Memoir Part 3, Dream Jolt Havoc. Edit successful. Whoa, that was a lot. 40%. Supported by the box office. Look, the strange markings in the sky have disappeared. My word, that must be the work of the new director. Yes, I did that. Thanks for your hard work, director. We're successfully released this film, which garners a lot of positive responses in the market we have. We also got to resume the refurbishment project for the theme park with the box office earnings. Look, the place is in much better shape now. Still, I really wonder what on earth the outsiders mentioned by the family. Did that left even the dream itself crumbled? It was the power of nihility. Really? The family people said the same thing, but I thought they were just trying to fool me. According to the watchmaker, this place was designed by Vong and the student of Professor Glocks. There shouldn't be any problem with the quality of this construction. Let's not dwell. By the way, some clients in Pentagon's shopping district have shown interest in our film and want to collaborate with us to produce some advertisements. We're already getting advertisements? This will definitely bring us more revenue. Holy shit, bro. Director, do you have time to direct the commercial they mentioned? Sure, let's go shoot it. Alright, I'll let the advertisers know. Yes, I know where it is. Clockie, I know where it is. Let me get my rewards. Bro. Don't force us into missions when it's an event. Thank you. I'm just trying to get my rewards, and I'll click on it when I'm ready. Nice. Nice. Wait, we get another one? We can superimpose it? We can superimpose it. The event gives you 5 of them.
Nice.
You can S5 it.